Okay, let's take a look at a graph. So we're going to draw this perfectly using the graph paper, using the lines. So following the notes, we have a line that looks like this in red. Notice it goes perfectly up 1 over 1 the whole time along the graph. And we're going to say m is equal to positive. The slope m is positive. Up to the right is positive. Then we're going to have down to the right. And down to the right, the slope m is negative. Then we're going to have horizontal lines. And horizontal lines have a slope of 0. M equals 0. Now, these lines actually have an equation. So I'm going to put a point on the graph. The y-intercept, where it crosses the y-axis. I'm going to label my axes, x and y. The point where it crosses the y-axis, that point is 0, -4. Go back to grade 8 and learn how to graph points. That point is 0, -4. Now, I'm like, what's the equation? Well, I don't know yet. Let's pick another point. So I'm going to pick this point right here at -2, -4. Now I'm like, okay, well, the x values are -2 and 0 on that line, but the y values are equal to -4. What do I think the equation of this line is? Y equals -4, obviously. So horizontal lines parallel with the x-axis gets confusing, have a y equals for their equation. Okay, let's take a look at a vertical line right here. And that slope, m, is undefined. Now I'm going to use the same theory to find the equation. So I'm going to label the x-intercept this time. And that point is -3, 0. Then I'm going to put another point on the graph. And that's -3, 2. Now this time they have different y values, 0 and 2, but they have the same x value, -3 and -3. What do you think the equation is? Always near one of the tips of the lines. X equals exactly what it is for both points. So vertical lines have an undefined slope. They don't have any y-intercepts. They only have one x-intercept. Horizontal lines have a slope of 0 with an equation y equals and only a y-intercept. In review, up to the right is positive. Down to the right is negative. Horizontal is 0. Vertical is undefined. Anytime you can make monkey movements, you're going to have so much better memory between your brain and math. Okay, so now we're going to look at calculating the slope.